Hi, my name is Angelique Guerrero.
And I'm Gabe Schaefer.
And this is
How Did We Wind Up Here?
So our project's going to be a potential 5-minute animation that I'm going to be doing the storyboarding for.
And I'm going to be responsible for the concept, art, character, and setting design.
In the world of wind-up toys, there was an order. At creation, you were given a partner, and each of you had to work to keep the other alive. You were given one key, and whenever the other started winding down, you would wind them back up. You were codependent, and it was a life all accepted. So, what happens when you lose your key?
Our cast includes our main characters, Bit and Bot, who are both tin wind-up toys, the Bunny Beast, who is a larger wind-up toy that preys on other wind-up toys, the Hypno Cult, led by their leader, a Jack-in-the-Box who has escaped his box, the King, a megalomaniac marionette who has murdered his way to the throne, his band of bodyguards composed of nutcrackers, and Spybot, his wind-up toy slave whose partner was brutally sacrificed by the King.
The overall process I took for making our storyboard was actually a lot more intensive than I thought it was going to be at first. I had to kind of have the whole entire set designed so I would know where all the characters could move and stuff like that. And I had to break everything down into scenes and shots. And for every single panel that I drew, I had to decide what angle the camera was going to be and how much information I needed to provide in order for the audience to still understand the story. All that took a lot longer than I thought it would, so I didn't get to do as many iterations as I wanted, and unfortunately I ended up getting pneumonia and I almost died, so I lost a week and a half of work, and I was only able to do my initial iteration, and I wasn't able to do multiple ones. All in all, I think it turned out okay. I think our story was really strong and people responded to it really well, but I just wish I could have spent more time making the storyboard look nicer.
So for the character concept art, it basically went through 3 different processes. Initially we started with sketches, which was just on white paper, and then we took them through color, which involved painting them with watercolors, and then I had to scan them into the computer and edit them with Photoshop, and then we went through the whole fiasco of printing them. There were also a few images that were printed on a press, like a printing press. Those were relief prints and lithography. Those had a lot of problems. You kind of had to match the images up to make sure everything lined up right, and you had to get all the color right. As far as problems, I feel like there was a lot of organizing and planning that went into the character creation, but then when it actually came to creating them, we had a short time window, and we didn't really get to go to the setting creation, so I feel like we kind of lacked in describing what the setting should have looked like. I think everything turned out pretty well. I liked all the images we printed out. I just feel like the setting was kind of lacking. There needed to be more nuance.